Krishna, welcome back to the series Nimai's Adventures. Today we will be reading Chapter 8 Nimai Wants the Moon. As Mali continued on his journey, he noticed the sky darkening above him. The crickets started to sing with the setting sun, and the trees began to sway back and forth gently. The most noticeable object in the deep purple sky was a shining moon which glittered the brightest among the stars. Tired after a long day of traveling, Mali decided to rest under a tree. Lying down with his head comfortably on his pillow, he looked up to see the beautiful full moon, and admiring its beauty, he smiled. Suddenly, Mali heard a little creature jump up next to him. It was a grasshopper. In a loud voice, the grasshopper began to speak. "I see, you're new here," he chirped, looking at Mali. "My name is Govinda, the grasshopper. I could not help but notice that you seem amazed at the sight of moon in the sky tonight. I tell you what, do you want to hear a story, a special one, about how our darling Nimai wanted this very moon?" Mali sat up quickly, his excitement building up. This town was so unique that everyone knew Nimai and wanted to share his pastimes. "Of course, Govinda. Please tell me the story of Nimai and the moon. I have met many different animals who have told me different stories of baby Nimai. However, I have not heard this one yet." So under the blanket of the night sky, Mali and Govinda sat deep in concentration as the grasshopper told the pastime of Nimai and the moon. One beautiful evening, a few years ago, after completing her tasks for the day, Sachimata carried her little Nimai out into the courtyard. The sky looked magical. The twinkling stars sparkled brightly, and the full moon appeared like a giant white pearl in the dark blue sky. Suddenly, Nimai started crying loudly and would not stop even when his mother tried to soothe him. Nimai cried and cried, his face streaming with tears like a river. Mother Sachi begged her baby, "My dear Nimai, please stop crying. I'll give you whatever you want." "You'll give me anything I want?" Nimai sneakily asked with a twinkle in his smile. "Yes, my dear son, anything you want I shall give you, but please stop crying first," his mother replied. "What was it that Nimai asked for, Govinda?" Mali exclaimed, excited to hear what he was crying so much for. Govinda closed his eyes and grinned as he continued to narrate the pastime. Hearing his mother's reply, Nimai smiled broadly, and a cheeky glimmer sparkled in his eyes. "Please take the moon out of the sky and give it to me," he told his mother with a serious face. "I want to play with it." Hearing little Nimai's request, Sachi Mata laughed lovingly at her son. Nimai could not understand why she was laughing. "The moon is right there. Why can't my mother give it to me? It is just like plucking mangoes off a tree," little Nimai thought to himself. "How is picking the moon out of the sky any different?" "You promised that you would give me anything I asked for. Why can't you give me the moon?" he asked his mother stubbornly. Tears started to glide down Nimai's cheeks. Sachimata did not know what to do. She did not want Nimai to cry again uncontrollably. So she thought of what to say to her little son. Nimai stomped his feet and rubbed his eyes. He tugged his mother's sari and shouted loudly at the top of his voice, "I want the moon." Just then, a dark cloud covered the shining moon. Seeing this, Sachimata held Nimai in her arms and said, "My dear child, don't you see? Your face is more beautiful than millions of moons. Even this moon is shy to come in front of your beauty. He has gone and hidden behind the cloud. Why do you want such an ordinary moon when you are more charming than all the moons in the universe?" Wiping the tears from Nimai's moonlike face, Mother Sachi lovingly gazed at her son and affectionately called him Navadvipa Chandra, which means full moon of Navadvipa. After hearing this, Nimai fell asleep peacefully in his mother's arms, exhausted from crying. Mali felt warm and content after hearing the story. He bade farewell to go in the grasshopper and lay back down to sleep. That night, as the wind whistled and the moon glimmered, Mali the mouse had sweet dreams of little Nimai and all his childhood adventures. Navadvipa Chandra ki Jai.
Join us tomorrow to see what Mali the Mouse gets up to.